Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks 30 Days. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at another brown ink. This one is from Diamine. Diamine Tabacco Sunburst. Oh dear. As per usual, I've forgotten to look up where I got this. I think that I got it from the OC Pen Club. I can't be sure. Am I looking up Diamine? Okay. Well, I can't figure out who sent me this, but thank you to whoever sent the ink. I really appreciate it. Alright, so before I start this, we're going to share this with our friends at this time. I would encourage you to share this with your friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. I'm going to share this to the Facebook and the LinkedIn and the Blogger and the Pinterest, to the 30 Inks 30 Day Pinterest. And hopefully maybe we can get some people to come and hang out with us. Hi, Shay Shay Girl. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? Okay, and I have recently realized that when I open the dashboard to the live stream, that it's like seriously like laggy and late, so I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, alright, well, at least I know that the live stream is good, because that's what I was just looking at. So alright, well, here we are. Let's see. Can I get this? Alright. I am doing very well today. Today, I am in beast mode. So, that means I'm doing laundry. I don't want to do laundry. It's horrible. And it's getting warm, so I'm going to turn on my aircon. Alright, today's pen we will be using the Pilot Kakuno with a medium nib. So that's going to be... The one problem that I did have with this ink is that I am completely out of the ink. Like, there's not even a drop in there. I used all of the sample, and all I have is what's in the section. and I had barely enough to do this little drop here. So, hopefully the review is sufficient. Alright, let's take a look at some of this ink. This is a really nice brown, caramely brown ink. It does have some shading properties, which is really nice. And here is our ink swatch, and water resistance test shows that it does have a little bit of water resistance, but not quite enough that I would consider putting it on the outside of an envelope. And here is our ink painting of the day. I am doing 31 days of the Nick Stewart technique, and also partly the Dormouse desk technique. So she takes her little I have one. She takes her brush and taps it to get the little speckles. So, and here is our toilet paper chromatography. It does have some like grayish black in here, and then it has like this dark-ish brown ink, and then right along the edge there's like this orange ink going on. And like even right along the very edge there's like it looks gray in the camera, but it looks green to my eye, which is really weird. I don't know if you can see that or not. No, you can't see it. Oh, that's too bad. But it does have like these multitude of interesting colored inks in it. Okay, let's do some paper review, shall we? Alright, this is the Pen and Gear memo book from Walmart.com. Let me get my station ready. Oh dear. Have to go to the post office tomorrow, so if anybody needs anything from the post office, best tell me now, so I won't be forced to make you wait till next month. Alright, this is the Pen and Gear memo book from Walmart.com. This is really nice shader, no feathering, no bleeding, and no ghosting. This is Traveler's Notebook, lightweight Traveler's Notebook paper, nice shading, barely any feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Here is our super lightweight Traveler's Notebook paper, nice shading, no feathering, and normal amount of ghosting for this paper. Alright, this is Moleskin 70 GSM. It is spreading into the page, and it did bleed through the page. Too bad. This is Field Notes Journal. Very nice shading, but it is also spreading into the page, and it did bleed through the page. This is Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Ayush 100 GSM paper. Super nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is 52 GSM Tomoe River. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. This is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and no ghosting. Probably some of the best paper for the quality. Right at this moment. So, alright, this is Marmon Nemosity 80 GSM dot grid. So I was asked to show the covers. This word is eminimosity. Eminimosity. Or mnemosine. And it is A5, 80 pages, 80 GSM 5mm dot grid, and it's made in Japan. Okay, and then there's nothing on the back page. And then we look inside the book, and there is a website that you can go to and check out the paper. And then you have all the pages. So each page comes with a date or a number and a title, and then you have, let's see, there's like 30 millimeters of 32 and 33 millimeters of blank space, and then there's about 176 millimeters writing space. Hi Kathy, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? Alright, there is nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. I am going to turn up the light just a little bit because it seems to be a bit dark. Oh. I'm like, ew, I stepped in something. Oh. Ink. Alright, this is Oxford optic paper. It does look like it's trying to spread into the page right there and right there. So, a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, and a little bit of ghosting. I was also asked to show the covers of this book too. So, on the very front of this book, there's nothing except for the Oxford logo, and that's what that looks like. And then on the back of the paper, it has Oxford Power in Hands Essential A5 rule, 180 pages, a code, Hamlin, and then My Oxford, and then down here in this corner it says Optic Paper 90 GSM, feel the difference. Inside the book is pretty simple. It does have a little contact information. And then here is some information on the optic abilities of this paper. You can scan this with your phone, and then it makes it into a PDF style memo or Evernote style, so that way you can access it, and then it gives you different languages of how to do that. And there's the app. And then on the back, there is nothing. Okie dokie. And then the way that you do this is, oh dear, how I breaking out my other phone for a second. So you go to the App Store, and then you type in, what is it called? Squeezy. Oops. Scribey. Scribzy. SCRIBZE. Scribzy. And then you install the app. La 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 la. Which, if you have a faster internet connection, should take only a couple of seconds. And then you open the app, and you allow the notification and learning, and then you type in your address, stay connected, share everything, describes the account or login. Put my email address. And then you scroll down and it kind of goes through the things, and then you check all of the things that you want. And then you put your password in. And then you get a verification code sent to your email that you put it on. And then you go to your email. And then you type in the code that it gave you. X. Oops, nope. And then you enable notifications, choose your preferences, access subscriber, and then you can scan your page, and then you enable your camera, and then you choose which way you want it to go, and then you put the little squares in each of the corners. And then it takes a picture and turns it into a picture. Pending. And then you can go through and edit this file or send it to somebody if you want. And then I think it even ends up on your Evernote. I'm not sure. The note has been found in the notes folder. So then you go to your notes folder. I don't know. I don't know how to view this. Notes, I see. Okay, then you go to... There you go. And then you can send it to somebody through an email or a message or something. And you can probably make it a picture of some sort. And or, yep. You can turn it into a picture. Or something. You can share it as a PDF. You can show pages, copy cards, edit the title. Anyway, I'm sorry, this is rambly. But it's a really neat feature if you're trying to send like documents to people. Like if you want to make this into a document, this is a really great way to do it. Hi Andy B, how are you doing today? Once you have the map, it wouldn't work with pretty much any paper. No, that's the one thing. It has to have the little corners in order to be able to scan it. See how it has the little corners, and they each have a little identifier in the corner, and the application, even if you're taking it from way back here, can turn it, or way over here, or even up here or over here, it can turn it into a document. So that's one of the unique perspectives. Okay. Ramble over. There's no feathering. Little bit of feathering right there. I probably got ink under my finger. And there's a little bit of bleeding. Little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. I'm doing very well, thank you. Today is Beast Mode Day. I am doing laundry. So, this is Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and a little bit of ghosting. Lamy Booklet, 90 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and a little bit of ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and a little bit of ghosting. Up and Up wide ruled composition book from Target.com. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, but a little bit of ghosting. True Red composition book, Staples.com. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and a little tiny bit of bleeding, but basically no bleeding and a little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is the Nanami 7 Seas 68 GSM Tumaway River. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Rhodium Dot Pad 80 GSM. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Alright, this is Buffet handmade paper from Italy. Little bit of feathering right there. A little bit of feathering overall. No bleeding, no ghosting. This is U-Style notebook paper. Nice shading, no feathering. No bleeding, and barely any ghosting even. CVS Caliber notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Mead wide ruled notebook paper. It does look like it's trying to spread just in certain places. And it did bleed through the page. This is 5-star notebook paper. Little bits of feathering, little bit of bleeding, and a little bit of ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Nice shading. It does look like it might be trying to spread into the page, but there's no bleeding and barely any ghosting. This is the JNB copper plate graph pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. Beautiful shading, no feathering, barely any bleeding and barely any ghosting. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. Wow, that was surprising. I totally thought that it was gonna bleed, but there was a good amount of some papers that I didn't think would stand up very good. Let's do some comparison panel. And see where this ink lies. Okay. Zoom out. Do some focus. Bring up the lights. Just a little bit. Alright, this is Diamine Tabacco Sunburst. Next to Karen Dosh. Grand Canyon, KWZ Honey. If I didn't know better, I think that these were the same ink. Oops, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. There we go. There. Jabba Nude. Diamine Saddle Brown, Diamine Raw Sienna, Diamine Dusted Truffle, Mason's Song, Nikita, Pick Me Up, Infinite Cube, Sugar Brown, Queen of Hearts, Yuletide, Scotch Brown, Crystal Topaz, Nightshade, Walnut, Becky, 510, Beaver Dam Brown, Winter Spice, Carcos Brown, Diamine Chocolate Brown, Sepia, Whaleman Sepia, Sepia Black, Coco de Brazil, Muskrat, Brandy Snap, Graf von Faber-Castell Cognac Brown, Autumn Oak, Espiari Brown, Encre Brune, Terra Colorada, Terracotta, Kiowa Pecan, Ochre, Polar Brown, Gitzinia Barna, Lida or Lida Tay, Rome Burning, Golden Brown. This is another one that's kind of in that ballpark. Golden Brown, Sepia, Document Urban Sienna. This one's kind of in the ballpark. Red Black, Hippo Purple, Vampire Red, Encre Havane, Umi Murasaki, William Shakespeare, Beaver, Pumpkin Cake, and Chocolate Pudding. Pumpkin. Wow. That's a lot of browns. Getting up there. What do you guys think of this ink? Are you guys looking for a honey colored brown ink that's pretty well behaved on good paper? Do you have this ink? What do you think about this ink? Let me know in the comment section below. That is all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell, make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And don't forget to check out the links in the doobly-doo and come join our Facebook group, 30 Inks 30 Days, and I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.